King Julian! King Julian gave me ammo! Aww. King Julian has given me the ammunition needed to overthrow Russia! Hey everyone, this is King Goose, stepping out of the pond, bringing you today a new video about Call of Duty Vanguard Beta. Now, I really just want to talk about whether it was actually worth playing and if it's worth buying the game. Honestly, I would like to let you all know I am not an expert Call of Duty player or even a pro. I barely even qualify myself as an amateur player at this point. So please take my review very lightheartedly. It's probably just that I can't handle the pressure coming from this game. But let's continue with this. Anyone watching this video, I will gladly take lessons on how to get better at Call of Duty. Please extend a hand to a poor soul. Just to note, I'm using 5 sensitivity, and it's hard for me to handle. I normally use 3. To start this out, I would like to say it is very nice to have the old Call of Duty game chat back in full volume. Nice.
Keep holding hands, smacking together. Imagine. You shit on shit,
So the Vanguard beta actually gave us plenty of room to work with by giving us around 3 new maps to play, and 2 of them had a bright thing in the sky called the sun. Normally that wouldn't be a problem, but now it's like one big giant flashbang.
Freaking sun! I literally can't see
okay,
that
I'm sorry, but the sun isn't that bad.
Dude, on my screen, I literally cannot see anything when I'm staring in a certain direction.
But don't worry about the sun that much, because once you get past the sun, you have to get past the enemy that just spawned right behind you.
I don't think so. Buckaroo.
Whoa, I spawned in here? Honestly, the spawns are pretty bad, but I'll give it to them since it's just a beta and they're still trying to work on it. But I will also admit that the gore in this game is a lot better than previous Call of Duty versions. It almost feels like they actually took the physics of bullets ripping through human flesh into account. Oh, that's just great. But you'll have to be able to actually reload your gun in time in order to hit the enemy if you actually want to see that gore happening. The reload time for this Call of Duty seems to be much slower than the previous Call of Duties for some reason, especially the first shotgun that you receive. It is slow as molasses.
I'm dead. Nah, I'm definitely dead. I'm definitely dead. God.
These have got to be the worst shotguns up to date in the Call of Duty franchise so far. I get that they're trying to rework stuff and make stuff look a little bit better, but honestly, who are they trying to fool? The shotguns reload a lot slower and hit a lot weaker than the shotguns in previous times. And what is with the revolver shotgun? What is that? I have no idea what the practical use of that is whatsoever, besides trying to take a longer time to reload. And speaking of being able to rework the guns, it actually seems like only a couple of the guns got reworked and every other gun got reskinned. It just feels like the same gun with a little bit of a different painting, a little bit of a different look. And honestly, it's kind of getting tiring at this point after you release a game every single year. They have released 2 new game modes that actually has piqued my interest and has become a favorite in the Call of Duty community, which is the 24v24 and the movable hardpoint. It has actually allowed for less camping in the games, which every Call of Duty player knows is a problem when it comes to their games. But now, when it's 24v24, there's not really much you can do about it, to where you can't just sit there and just hope that you'll be able to defeat all the 24 enemies coming your way. And hardpoint is around the same category. There's still a lot of people, but you now, if you want to keep up with that objective, you now have to follow the objective around instead of just sitting in it the entire time, which is pretty great. Now, I know Call of Duty has always been one of those games that you just sit there and grind and get all of the skins and all the guns and everything like that, but this new Call of Duty seems to have a lot more grinding involved. Compared to its previous versions, this one is planning to have more than 40 guns at release and more than 400 skins at launch. Now, I'm one for a good game to sit down and try and complete all the objectives, but this seems crazy intense. I honestly don't know how anyone is going to enjoy this besides the really sweaty people or the ones that have this as a job. Because everyone else is going to be off, you know, actually working on their other jobs, while the people who can sit down and play this all day is going to get so good that no one else is going to want to play it. Meaning the casual players are going to be gone. And most of these guns kids, I'm betting, are going to be locked behind a paywall, just like all the other recent Call of Duty games. There really hasn't been a good Call of Duty since Black Ops 2, but it just keeps getting worse every year. Speaking of which, it literally is every year. A new game every single year that they say they have to get done every year so that they can go and get even more money from an even trashier game. I used to like Call of Duty a lot, trust me, I really did. But when it comes down to it, it's just the same game every year and it's getting tiring. I know other games do this a lot, like Halo and Battlefield 4, but they at least, you know, bring a little bit of a difference to each of their games. They're not locking every single thing behind a paywall, and it almost feels like they actually give it time to breathe by actually waiting maybe more than 2-3 years. I think Halo Infinite isn't even supposed to be out yet until 2021 of December, which means that the last Halo that was released was about 5 years ago. And honestly, that's enough breathing room for me. And I just don't know how I feel about the new Call of Duty. I'm going to wrap this all up by saying the beta form of it right now is garbage. So unless they're going to do a lot more fine-tuning, I don't recommend buying the game. I'm sure that they'll be able to fine-tune it. I'm sure they're going to get it all done. And I'm sure I'm just being all complaining and upset about it. But to be fair, I kind of have stopped liking Call of Duty for a while now. The only other redeeming quality of this game is going to be once the zombies finally come out, which I'm a zombies fan through and through, always have been, always will be, no matter how trash the zombies get, so that's going to be something that I actually look forward to. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. It has been a lot of fun talking about it. I hope you guys actually do get to enjoy the beta and the Call of Duty experience once it finally comes out, and that, you know, you'll actually have everything that you wanted from the game. So, until the next video, this is going to be King Goose stepping back into the pond.